Hey gang, Jesse here, AC Auto Repair. I want to talk to you about the spot of fluid that's underneath my vehicle. So one of the calls that we get asked, or one of the questions we get asked is, there's a fluid underneath my car. Let me point out the most obvious one, especially with warmer temperatures coming for us, is the condensation from the air conditioner. So your evaporator is inside the dash, kind of behind your glove box, okay? It actually has a tube that goes to the outside that allows the condensation from the heat exchange to drain out onto the ground. For instance, in this car, you might notice a puddle of water kind of behind the right tire, right, or the passenger front tire. That's generally where that comes out. I backed the car up a little bit so you'd be able to see the condensation. But you can smell it. It smells like water. It's clear. It has the consistency of water. Then that's in good shape, right? There's nothing to worry about there. You will actually notice on high humidity days that there'll be a bigger puddle versus a day that there's not much humidity. So the higher the humidity, the bigger the heat exchange is, meaning more condensation. It just has to get all that humidity out of the air. The other thing that it could be is if it's a brown oily substance, that honestly could be transmission fluid or it could be engine oil. You just kind of have to isolate and see where is that leak coming from. If it's a concern, actually make sure your fluid levels are at the level they should be. Get it to the shop and one of the technicians can raise it up in the air and find out where that leak's coming from. If it's a red substance, then it can also be transmission fluid. It can also be power steering fluid. Power steering fluid can also be a gold color. Okay. If it's engine coolant, that can also be a gold color. It can be a red color. It can be a green color. It'll look like water, but it'll kind of have an oily feel to it, though, if it's antifreeze or coolant. So definitely, if you've got a big puddle and it's clearly not water, then you definitely need to be aware before you start it. So any fluid that's inside a vehicle is vital to the importance of that. I like to view engine oil kind of like blood inside these human bodies. Like if I had a big leak where I was just bleeding, then pretty soon I wouldn't feel well at all, and if I lost enough blood, then I wouldn't even be able to function. Your vehicle is no different. So running low on fluids or having a big oil leak or a big leak can actually be a problem. So that's one way to look, is it water? Does it smell like water? Does it even taste like water? Then that's most likely condensation. Anything else is probably a chemical. Obviously, it's blue, then it's the windshield washer fluid. Those are some of the questions we get asked from time to time. Let me know. What's your question? What's your thoughts? And I'll see you in the next video.